friends, welcome back to Scratch It. My name is Anand Manoj, and today's video we will be doing more on Scratch Part 2. So I had it a Part 1, and if you haven't seen it, I've made like a playlist. It'll probably be coming for you next. And in case it does not come next, I'll send the link down below in the description below, so you can just click it and you'll get that video. So without further ado, let's start with more on Scratch Part 2. So in part one, we had learned about the sprites and the backgrounds and the costumes of them, right? Yeah. So in part 2, we will be learning about the sounds and the X and Y position. So there's one thing I want to tell you, that we won't be learning the X and Y position in Scratch. So I've made a project for you. It's in Paint, so we'll be learning it there. Okay, so you see the grid in the left side of the screen. It's the Scratch grid. So this is how the Scratch grid looks in case you're seeing it the first time. Don't worry, it's the Scratch grid itself. I've just copy pasted it from the backgrounds. So let's start. So the X and Y position has colors to define them. The Y's color is a bright deep blue color, and the X color is orange color. So that's how you don't get confused. So it's pretty easy to identify it. So the blue line you see is the Y position line, and the X line you see, and the orange line you see, it's the X position line. Easy, right? It's the first point of learning the X and Y positions. So before we go further, I like to tell you that there are two positions in the X and Y position. The first one is a positive position, and the second one is a negative position. So you might be a bit confused in these two positions, but I'm going to make it easier by giving you a few little tips. So let's start. The Y position is always represented with a blue color, so you can just observe its line. You can see its line, that it goes from the up to down or down to up. It's a vertical line in basic sense. So it totally has 360 pixels in it. So you might think of the pixels coming in there. What's that doing there? So many of you people might have heard it about degrees, but I'm telling you that it's not degrees, friends. It is pixels. Degrees is a lot more different. A lot. So please don't mistake it. It's pixels. So as I was telling you, the Y position line has 360 pixels in total. So this 360 pixels is divided into half. So the upper line, that's the positive position, the positive line has 180 pixels in it, and the negative line, that's the lower line, has 180 pixels in it. How to remember? It's really easy, friends. So positive, like when you go up, when you get your grades high, you have a positive feeling coming in your body, and when your grades go low, you have a negative feeling. Don't you all have that? Because I do have it. That's why that's my example. You can just make it anything you want to make you remember it fast. There's an easy example, like when you're going up these stairs, up, it's a positive. When you're coming down these stairs, down. You can just make it anything by going up and down. Just use that little point there. And the negative line, I just told you, right? And now, without further ado, let's go to the X position line, which is represented in an orange color. So you see the orange line. It goes side to side, left to right, right to left, or in basic sense, it's horizontal. It's a horizontal line. So it only has 480 pixels, and in the positive position, that's the right line, has 240 pixels, and the negative position, that's the left line, has minus 240 pixels. So the negative position, like when you learn maths, you surely have heard the negative and positive position. So you know the right line and left line thing. So when you leave something down from a high position, it keeps going down, 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 and down means negative in a sense. Right, like right in, like when you do something right, just keep that example. Let's keep it simple. So when you're doing something right, you have the positive energy. When you're doing something, like I told you, when you leave something, I know it's not like that matching, but you can just make it matching. Okay, yeah. So the middle point, or the middle of the scratch grid is always having 0 pixels in it. So when you always open a scratch base project, you'll always see the scratch sprite stands on 0 pixels on both the positions. You see that? It's on 0. So you can just identify that the 0 is the middle of the screen. Then in the middle, I'll just make it a bit smaller and show you, so then you'll understand. So you see, that's the middle. That's the middle of the screen. So you can just remember that 0 is the middle. The 0 looks like a dot to me in some way. I'm just making it rememberable. That 0 scratch grid. Oh my god, that was a big break. So let's try something out. If I want my sprite to go to the left side of the screen, so when you leave something or when you left something, you go minus, your negative energy comes. So you can just type it. What should I type? I'll just type it 240, let's see. It goes completely to that side. Now I want it to go to the right side. So I can just type, if I want to go to 30, that was just that. I'll just do it again. 30 there. So I want to tell you one thing. You guys might have thought that this thing just went 30 steps away from the 240. It now go to the 30 grid position. Actually, it has gone to its position where it will be 30. So for that, oh my god, I'm so sorry. So I'll just show you. And I also need to show you the X and Y grid, right? So this is the X and Y grid, which I showed you, right? So I'll just show you. Now I'll just do the same thing. 240, and now I'll make it go minus 30. So like if I minus 30, you like many of you might think it'll go somewhere around here, over here, right? So there'll be a 30, it should go somewhere around here, this area. So actually it's nothing like you think. When you keep minus 30, it goes there. That's the minus, like the positions are permanent. That's this grid I want to show you. That 3 grids. Oops, I choose right. So you see this thing? See, that's the 30. So you understand the difference, right? It's not like it goes 30 pixels from there. It goes to the position it needs to go. Okay, yeah. So now let's start with the sounds. Okay, yeah. So all these sprites have its own basic sound. So this little sprite one that's called as a cat has a meow sound. So let's hear it. Okay. Can you hear it? So it has a meow sound, and there are few options below it. Let's try them. First, let's go for faster. That sounds like a small cat, doesn't it? Yeah. Louder. Play it. Okay, softer. Let's fade it in. Fade in means going from a low pitch to a high pitch. High pitch to a low pitch. Let's reverse it and check. Okay, let's reverse it. Now, that's something like that. You really cannot pronounce it. Robot style. Oh yeah, what was that? Oh yeah, that's really not a robot cat. It's something else. So that's about the basic editing options. Now let's see how to choose a sound. You're seeing the sprites and the backgrounds. There are two circles which show you where to get it from. The same, it's with sound. You see there's the circle. You can click it, choose a sound, and there's a lot of sounds you can go through. A lot of them. When you're trying your code. So I want to take something like, yeah, booping. That's fun. So let's take that. That's how to select it. You can just make it faster, slow, fade in, fade out. I can reverse it, make it reverse. So you can do all of that when you're trying your little codings. So now let's get a record one. So I'll record my name and make it reverse, okay? Anahita. Anahita. So that's perfect. Let's save it. Anahita. Anahita. Okay. Anahita. 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 Okay, let's reverse it. Okay, let's just reverse it. Anahita. Can you guys just hear it? It's like a person who has a cough. That's something like that, right? Okay, that's funny. That's robot. Okay, that's now something I want to hear. So now let's take a surprise. Who likes surprises over here? Well, I do. So let's just take a surprise. I got an F sax. A sax. Okay, unexpected, but cool. And now for the last upload a sound. Actually, I don't think I have saved any sounds. Actually, I can just save one right now. I'll just save it and then I'll upload and show. So I'm gonna save it right over here. Just save. Just gonna save it. And now it might have got saved. So now I'll show you how to upload one. So you can just go to upload a sound, and it'll take you to a screen where there is a sound. So I have a sound over here. Now let's choose it, and it'll appear right here. It's the same sound of my name. So that's about the sounds. So we are done today's videos learning. So hope you all had a nice time spending time with me. So goodbye, and don't forget to smash the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and like and comment if you have any doubts. So, bye.